Again, it's me, and it's been a little bit since I made a video, but there's been a lot of shit going on, and I'm just like everybody else trying to figure out the whole COVID-19 thing. But the thing that keeps popping in my mind is how does that affect us, right? How does that affect people with PVCs, SVT, PACs, just anything cardiovascular related? How does that affect us? You know, because I live with people, my family, some of us are very high risk, and I think we may be high risk as well because of that. Now, we have healthy hearts, but we have PVCs, and with the way my brain works is like, okay, you got PVCs, if you get around with some with COVID, you get COVID. What does that mean? Can that exacerbate things? I mean, we just don't know. So these are the thoughts that run through my mind. So I wonder about these things a lot, and I'm sure some of you do too. How does that affect? Again, I say, how does that affect people, I guess? So what I'm doing during this whole process is, we always talk about relaxing, get rid of the stress. Well, I'm sorry, we've got a pandemic, so the stress is like it's sitting down on top of us like a ton of fucking bricks. But the thing we have to remember is to take a break, take a moment, and realize we have an opportunity to kind of decompress. Now, if you're like me, I take the whole social isolation thing very seriously. I don't muck around with this stuff. People are dying. I don't want to be one of them. I don't want my family to be one of them, and I don't want to be responsible for hurting someone else. So I take it very seriously. But I've been trying to chill. My work we don't do online things. As a counselor, where I'm at, the position I'm in, I don't do online. So, financially, things are okay right now. My wife is still working. She works from home. I have both my kids home. So I'm taking this as an opportunity to just chill, hang out. My son and I are playing games, help my daughter with college because her college is online now. My wife just had surgery prior to the whole social isolation, so we're helping her. So I've been trying to just ignore the PVCs, move on. Now, I will tell you, mine have been very minimal. And I made some changes that I think that have helped that process. I was taking vitamin D3, 3,000 milligrams, or 3,000 ICUs, let me get that right. B1 and B12 for quite a while. And because my vitamin D was extremely low. I mean, it barely registered for the most part. And my B1 was low. Not as drastically as the vitamin D3, but it was still very low. So I have been taking those for some time, and I feel better on the vitamin D3. But my PVCs and sometimes the SVT were there. So my doctor, I've had some weird muscle spasms and stuff like that, which could be related to the diazepams, which I'll explain here in a second. So I added magnesium, because I haven't been taking magnesium because it doesn't do anything for my PVCs. So I'm like, okay, so I'll try magnesium again. Maybe I have these weird spasm things that are going on. So I started taking it, and it got rid of the weird spasm things. But something else I noticed is my PVCs reduced by about 90%. 90%. So I've had days where I can count PVCs on both hands. So 10 in some days, right? Now, to some people, they'll think, oh, that's no big deal at all. But it is. When you go from hundreds or thousands a day to 10, it's significant. Now this is anecdotal. I have no research or scientific study to back up that it was the combination of these vitamins, right? Vitamin D3, 3,000 ICU, the vitamin B12, vitamin B1, and magnesium oxide. Now it's oxide because sometimes citrate doesn't work well with some other things. And it's been very effective. I will say that I've had one bout where I woke up in the middle of the night with SVT. But I haven't had SVT in a long time. And I haven't had it since. So far that combination is working for me. I've also taken this opportunity to, stay on diet. I've lost more weight. I'm continuing to lose weight. I'm not supposed to touch my face, but I've washed my hands. Okay. So for all you folks out there that are, I don't know if a doctor could understand what we're thinking about when it comes to this COVID stuff or, social isolation. I'm enjoying it. I'm not going to lie about it. I'm enjoying hanging out with my family. I'm enjoying doing my computer stuff and playing games with my kiddos and stuff like that and watching TV and stuff. Doing housework, laundry, chores and stuff like that. Playing with my cats. Right? So things have gotten a little better. And I hope that you will take care of yourself. And if you're having significant PVCs and SVT, or more so the PVCs, because that's kind of what we're focused on here, is, well, hell, no, we're not focused on that. SVT, packs, whatever you got. Bring it in. We'll do it. Reach out. Say something. I'm not at a point where I can do live stuff, but, there are a lot of us out there, that struggle with this stuff. People don't understand. We understand. You understand. I understand what this stuff is like. Because even now, when I've had 10 PVCs in a day, it's getting better at just kind of forgetting about stuff, about the PVCs, but it always sits about right here. And I'm thinking, is the other shoe going to drop? Am I going to have a flood of these things again? Am I just going to have a crap ton of this? And right now I don't want that. Not with this COVID flying around, I don't want that. I can't be debilitated right now. I try to take care of my family. They try to take care of me. We're taking all the precautions. Definitely social isolation is the key for us. And that's what we're doing. So if we're all sitting here thinking, we got a community of us, PVC group, PAC groups, SVT, atrial fibrillation, flutters, spasms, whatever you got, we're all in this together. So I'm hoping to make some more videos now that I've kind of got to do some family time, and I had to build a new PC and kind of get stuff going. So just remember, there's people out there that know what you're going through, understand, care, and we're trying things to figure things out. And again, I'm not a doctor. I'm not prescribing these vitamins to you as a cure, because it's not a cure. My body apparently was missing something. So that's what's working for me. I'd like to hear if anybody else got something new. I hear magnesium all the time, and it is good for you. It's good for your heart, but it doesn't always fix the PVCs for me. So, yeah, I'm PVC, COVID, everything else in the middle, And I know I have to worry about these things. I know I have to think about these things, but I also have to relax and, because that's one of the things that we have as people is that in one of the comments that I've responded to is that, it's like we get excited. It's like, oh, this is cool. Or I play a game with my son and we're really getting into the game and that switch clicks. Slow down. You're going to kick something off. You're going to start a flood of PVCs, or you're going to start SVT. So my enjoyment level has to come down, which I don't like. But as the PVCs stay away and the SVT is very uncommon now, I'm starting to be able to enjoy stuff more and more and more. But always right here, are they going to come back? So I hope that someday, that maybe if this continues, the vitamins that I have that are working and the diet that I have that's working is going to keep these things in check. And I don't have to worry about them so much. But then we also have to worry about this fucking COVID-19. And I want to say something about that. I have high risk people in my family. I don't know if we're high risk or not. I don't. I think we are. I'm going to say we are. Because I can't imagine having a flood of PVCs when I'm fighting off this COVID on a respirator. I couldn't imagine that. So I don't know if I am or not, but I'm just going to say I'm going to treat it as I am and just be very careful. Is to treat it very seriously. Treat it very seriously. I could imagine putting my family through anything with me. And, I don't want them to have to go through anything. So as we sit here and we think about these things and talk about these things, about PVCs and stuff like that, let's be smart. Wash your hands. Don't go anywhere if you don't have to. And today, I actually had to go into the town that I live. I didn't want to, but I had to. It was unavoidable. Nobody's listening. We've got more cases. And that means a greater threat for me and my family. So, take caution. Be the smart people. Listen. Please. Listen. You don't need this. I don't want it. My family doesn't want it. Nobody wants this shit. And I've already had conversations with people in their 20s who think that this is nothing. Well, tell the 30,000 people that have died that it's nothing. It's a big deal. So for you, I'm taking care of myself and socially isolating. Do the same favor for me. Do it for your family. I'll do it for your family. Let's stick together. We're a community. Let's be those people that take care of each other and reach out. I'll try to do some more videos, kind of how things are going with me and the PVCs. But we'll see how things go. Take care of yourself. Take your vitamins if you're taking them. Eat well. Get some exercise. Read a book. Get some fresh air when you can. It was gorgeous here today, except for the rain, but the temperature was good. Watch some TV. Binge some TV. Do some 10 minutes of exercise. Talk to somebody on Skype or Zoom. If you want to Zoom me, put it out there. I'll Zoom with you. We can have a conversation. We'll talk about PVCs all day. Okay? Anyway, I really appreciate it. I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope it's helped somebody, or I hope you've listened to it. It makes me feel better. So, please take care of yourself. And your families. Please take care of your families. Thank you.